everyone, welcome to today's blog. We're going to be talking about like autism today, and there will be another video like on say pregnancy and like having twins and like our journey to finding out about global development and autism and stuff like that. But in today's video, I want to talk about like meltdowns, because we have kind of like experienced a few kind of meltdowns from our son, kind of say Matthew and that, and so I just really wanted to kind of tell you about our day today, and also the last couple of days, and the changes that he is going through, and the changes that we are finding, not really from us, but from him, and how it's making us kind of say like I feel, and what we are doing it, and what we are doing like as parents to kind of like help him and to help ourselves and stuff like that, because we are still in say lockdown, but there are things that we can do to help. So today has been a fairly good day today actually, and there's been one or two kind of like events which have made things kind of very difficult, and was I don't show like any tantrums or meltdowns. I don't agree with that. Was it? However, was it today? Was a very good day actually. We woke up around about like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The kids woke up around about like 9:30, 10. Yeah. We was up at like say 9. They was down here by 9:30, and they was dressed by 10, which is really late for us because usually they get up much more earlier than that. So after that, it's like at breakfast time, so Matthew will have his toast and stuff, and like we have ours, and coffee for me and stuff, but and yeah, it was good. And like my husband went off to do some window cleaning quotes, and I was left with the kids, which was fine. They was watching TV and just chilling and that. I went out into the conservatory, and a bit later on the kids came out, and Matthew wanted cuddles and stuff, and so he got cuddles, and we played activity games and stuff, and it was really a fun. And then my husband and Darren came back, and because it was such a nice a day, we went off say for a walk, which I will show you a couple of clips now. So after that walk, we had a really good walk. They was really happy, as you probably tell from the clips and that. And so yeah, and basically we was out for 1 hour, and it was absolutely fine. It was a lovely day. The sun was out. It was around about 20 degrees, and now 21, 22 degrees, I think. So it was around about 11 o'clock we went out, and we went out for around about 1 hour to some local woods. As you probably, what you saw was probably a couple of clips of us kind of in part of the woods. So there was a field, and then there was also a path leading down to the end of kind of the woods and that. I did take some shots of some woods actually inside. However, when I have my it's like a GoPro, but it's a action kind of, what I will do is put it around my head or something, and so you will be able to see much more better kind of views and stuff. It's really beautiful, say woods, Anyway, Matthew really enjoyed the woods. There are like birds and that. It's just so calm and stuff. So it's really, really nice for him. And then afterwards we came back to the house and we had lunch and kind of Matthew didn't want pizza and so Rebecca didn't even have it actually. She's becoming a little bit kind of fussy. I don't think that it's becoming like say fussy in terms of that she doesn't want the food. I think there's too much going on sometimes like in her head, and it's a little bit of hyper. What was it? Like she's not ADHD. I don't think. She could well be. Her attention span is quite like low, but then she's only she'd be 4 in like July, so yeah, we will let her off for now. However, if her attention kind of stall from September, we might look at say like ADHD, but I don't think that she is. She sleeps really well and stuff like that, and her she's still too young. So we came back to the house, had lunch. We went out into the garden. Like my husband got the tent out. We was gonna get the pool out, but it takes so much time to get out and like a fill. So we just thought a tent will do, and we spent a few hours in and out of the house into the garden and stuff, and it was really good fun. Then I had a rest. I went upstairs for a little bit, and Darren was downstairs and that. And then I came down, and Darren was outside with Rebecca, and I was with Matthew, and I had to go to the toilet. And usually it's absolutely fine, to leave him for like a few minutes. The toilet is downstairs. And so I went, and I always leave kind of like the door open so I can hear. And when I came back, we did check his nappy beforehand. Like I checked him, what was it? Probably about 10 minutes before I went to the toilet. And so when I came back, he had all poo over him. And all like fleeces and that, and we had to give him a bath. This is kind of like new behaviour, and it's something that I have seen in children and also like adults with autism, and also children without autism as well, explored in their kind of like waist and that, oh, what's this, oh, it's a bit switchy. But like also with kind of Matthew, because of his sensitivity, he's very sensitive. So he didn't eat it, which was a good thing. I know children with autism and without autism who will, and that maybe you have kind of like experienced this as well, but he just had it all over his hands, and it was all over the carpet and stuff, and it was all over his chest and that. And so we took him upstairs, we gave him shower, bath, and then he was happy. Why did he do that? Was it boredom? Is it his way of telling us that he's could be possibly ready for toilet training, or is it just a behaviour that has happened? He decided that he didn't want the nappy on, and he wanted to take it off, and like he couldn't take his shoes off. But if he didn't have shoes on, we know him to have taken his trousers off and a nappy off before, because he has weed or because he has poo. So this is not like the first time he has done this, but it's the first time that he's kind of like smear himself, so yeah. And so after that, it was okay, we kind of, I kind of bath him and he was fine. He loves the water, absolutely love it. So after he had a bath, we just chill for a bit, and then he went back outside and he was happy. One of the things that he's doing at the moment, which is really annoying, we got some really nice like strawberry plants, and we got some plants which are called daisies, and so we're trying to grow them, and they are like in pots. And what does he do? He's put his hand in them and he will go like that. We got a sandpit, but he doesn't. He will go over to the sandpit, but it's so much more fun to when they do that. So we're trying to really disencourage him to do that, and it's really hard to try to explain to him that it's a strawberry plant, and yeah, he just don't really get it. So to him, it's mud and it's something to play with, and that. He did go into the tent. Rebecca and him are. Rebecca's very bossy, like most kind of sisters, and that. So we have to watch that. And then we had like a dinner. He had his special kind of shake, and then it was I gave Rebecca a bath. We ran nanny, and then we went to bed, and that's where kind of we had a few issues. So Rebecca was playing in a play tent, which was okay. It's absolutely fine. We have this routine, but she was making the noise and that actually woke Matthew up. So he wasn't very happy. He was very angry, and so I went upstairs because Darren, my husband, was doing stuff on the computer, some work, to see what was all the fuss, and he was really screaming and stuff, and I couldn't work it out. No, usually Rebecca is the same. They don't share a room now. They are in separate rooms. So basically it should be okay, but she was being really noisy, and so what we so I went up and I got him, and as I pick him up, he just so he bit me on the shoulder, and what was it? This is not the first time and stuff, and no, the thing is that he's only young, he's non-verbal and stuff. So Darren came up and took over. My little shoulder bite was absolutely fine, and kind of settled him down, and he was fine. So that was our day, but sometimes it is really hard, and we have to kind of think about how we can help our child with autism, and we really need to kind of think about ourselves as well, how we can actually help them to help us, and we need that downtime. And it's now it's, I don't know, it's past 11 o'clock, probably about 11:30 or so, and I'm still up doing this, and I probably will have to do some editing to this and stuff. And I was thinking today, I want to bring more content to the channel. I want to talk a little bit more kind of deeper about autism, and share kind of the day-to-day, and also show you them as well, my kids and that. But on the other side, I also know that it is quite difficult to do that, because blogging or vlogging, for me, is about we go out and do stuff, and or we're doing a activity at home, and I can share that with you. always in. Anyway, what I was going to say, like Darren's up there, so it's fine. Or you could well be the baby next door. It's really hard to tell sometimes, but I'll be going up soon anyway, so I can always check. But sometimes when you go in, and it's kind of like, oh wow, it just makes him worse than that. So sometimes I try not to go in, and if I can peek through without kind of letting me know that I'm there, then that's kind of much more better. So I'm gonna do a couple of videos on sleep. Matthew seemed to sleep okay, but we have sometimes where he will wake up during like his sleep. Now we know, and I know by watching kind of videos and that some children as they get older will have more trouble getting to sleep. And also saying to sleep. So it is hard, and I really should be in bed asleep now. So, and I mean sometimes I don't get to sleep very much, but yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this new video. Hopefully it has been helpful to you. I don't know whether it is or not. Give me a like, or like, no, if you don't, then don't like this video. But I'm trying to be, like as honest to you as possible. Being like a parent of a autistic child is hard work, but like I said the last time, I wouldn't change it. And I love my kids, and through today has been hard, and that we've had a brilliant day. We've had so much fun, and I think you have to kind of sometimes just enjoy those kind of moments with like your kids, and that. So tomorrow is a new day, and yeah, we will see what it brings, and that, and I might bring you with us. I'm looking forward to getting my memory card tomorrow for my action calendar, and I will do a video on that. I will see what the action calendar is like. I bought it from B&M. I've opened it already, so it won't be a unboxing, but it will be a review. So that will be coming up in the next kind of week, I would imagine, or so. Probably not this week, probably next week, because I want to kind of like test it out on a few things. So when we go for a walk, have the band around the head and that, stuff like that. And when we go out in the car, have it kind of like somewhere, so I can show you the countryside and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye for now.